Coffee time with Berserker and Uncle Buster. Doors open. Good to see you. You know where the coffee pot is.
This is Berserker.
Yo, this is Uncle Buster. Get a cup. Let's talk crypto.
Yeah, dude. This coffee's bomb.
Nothing comes between me and my XRP. All in.
Raise them up, everyone. It's coffee time. Get them up.
Fucking go.
Get it in your mouth. Put it in your face.
Put it in your mouth.
Put it in your mouth.
Hit that shit. Spark it. It's morning time.
Good to the last
Let's
drop. Good morning, gents. Good morning, everyone out there in YouTube land. We love you. Puma Boys, I had to steal his MGM cup from the Vegas event. Let's run it. I love this shit, bro. I feel like I'm in a hospital.
Zerk, see what mic you're on, brother. Your mic
mouth.
sounds funky.
My fuck.
I don't know.
Okay. All right, let me turn it down a little bit.
And then I'll try to fix my fucked up camera.
We got technical difficulties,
I don't
everyone.
know why this thing does it, bro. It's fucking
that's-
ridiculous. Oh, man.
What's up, gentlemen? How you guys doing?
What's up, pimp?
Oh,
But
pro screen.
Going back to the last show, it's like everybody's waiting. I don't care if you have dinar, gold, silver.
Exactly.
Everybody's waiting for the same
waiting, bro.
reevaluation, XRP, whatever.
Whatever it is. Yup.
It's a big moment coming up, bro.
It's bigger than
XRP.
what people think, bro. And that's the shit that I was trying to talk about, but he was on a roll. But just like Augustus said, BIS, Augustus, he was straight up. He was like, we gotta throw this shit in the trash. He was like, this shit's not working. He's like, we can try to fix it, repair it, put paint on it, put makeup on it, make it look good. But you know what? At the end of the day, this shit gotta go. This whole system is not working. I was like, fuck. So that just tells you they're fucking well prepared for a clearing collapse. They're gonna collapse the living crap out of this whole damn thing. And when they're ready to implement a new system, which they are and which they have, which is called clearing pools, it's all gonna change. It's all gonna change. The Fed going down is for a reason. Everything that's happening is for a reason. But it all goes back into history, into 1871, right? It goes back to, the Paris Treaty. It goes back to all the other treaties. It goes back to when we lost everything. So if you really want to dive into the whole red pill scenario, you have to look into documentations and treaties and bills and all this shit that's been passed under our eyes and why we have a Federal Reserve in the first place and why it needs to go away. If you don't understand those things, you can't really be, super enthusiasm for what's really going on, because what's really going on is really more exciting than what people are saying that's really going on. Because if you really look about it, the cracking of the Queen's stick, right? The blood horse in the street, Charles painting, all the people that are passing away, all this stuff, it's the end of an old world. It's a brand new system. But Deloitte, Accenture, and all these other companies, World Bank, IMF, have all created documentations talking about a world in 2030, a world in 2050. And they already know how it's going to look. And that's the thing I'm trying to put people's attention on, is that you may think that you won because Orange Man is in office, but that's not the case. The real case is the money, because it's the money that rules the world. And if you understand that, then we can make some changes. But if you don't understand that, we're gonna just keep playing the same stupid game.
Guys, go ahead and subscribe. Nerdy X, YouTube.
Yeah.
I'll put the link in the chat. He's got fire chats. Dobbins ain't wrong. Fire chats with X on X and Echo X. Let's go.
All the information is there for free. I don't charge. I do not charge you for anything because the whole point is to spread information, not to charge people for information. So go watch all the videos. I made a whole series. There's like a 12-part series. Go watch it. And it explains literally everything, where we're going, what's happening, with proof. Exactly, with proof. Enjoy. Maybe you'll have a better understanding what's happening.
Enjoy. Lino, shout out Lino. I think the cool thing is that many of us here saw this coming, and we've invested fully in all these things, but lots of others never did. And that's really what the basis point is to kind of share with the fucking people, hey, it's not just clown world, it's clown world with a whole new financial system coming, you know?
Yes.
But that's where,
yes,
when you talk about are people waking up, that's why, like, I started doing the conspiracy thing 4 years before I got into crypto. But what I see now, even if people get into crypto, like, if we don't talk about XRP on this show, a couple people will be like, when are you going to talk about XRP, right? But most people in here want to talk about all of it. You see what I'm saying? So, crypto is a gate to opening up your mind, you know. I like, even when you listen to Mel, like when I was doing conspiracy stuff and the Q thing, and then I figured out, I found XRP, and then I was like, dude, this is all connected, you know.
All connected. Yeah.
Well, didn't you do a video on it, Buster, for days ago? XRP is the financial red pill. It's the financial gateway to all the other possibilities. Yeah.
It's the economic red pill. Like, even the stock people, right? I'm not a stock guy, but even us in crypto, we're learning everything the stock guys knew. You know what I'm saying? But like, to me, if you're in stocks right now versus crypto, you're a fucking idiot in the big picture, right?
Yep.
But Buster, ETFs, but Buster, I have Bitcoin in stock form.
Yeah, I mean, but Buster, sorry to interrupt you, Buster, but you're on something I really got to interject real quick. Is collateralization. Everyone should look into what collateralization is and what a bank does, and how a bank can just take your stocks. They can take your home. They can take everything you have as a loan. Go ahead.
And that's where the centralized world, we're so used to it. So, you know, people were like, oh, you could lose your crypto? Well, the fucking bank can lose all your money, you know, through 401ks. They could just melt your whole shit, and that's okay.
Yep.
But, oh my God, if you have to be responsible for your own shit, holy moly, you're just so put out. It's the dumbest. This is where we've been enslaved, bro. Our brains are so fried, you know, to where people think you are taking the biggest risk by just doing your own shit. It's
hell yeah.
It's crazy, man.
It's
back in the day, they used to fix things instead of dispose and buy new shit, and that's really what it is. That consumerism mindset. Oh, we could just throw it away. I don't have to do that. I don't have to make my own garden. I could just buy the GMO at Walmart because they have a grocery section now. You know, Black Knight.
Even XRP Chevy said he's like around Broward County, but didn't like hellish shit happen in Broward County? Like 2 or 3 big old things happen where it was like Broward County. I'm like, how is Broward County like all over? This is like years ago, but I thought it was weird that it made us feel like we're sheeple. Like this person's from Broward County. I don't remember, it was a school thing, and then someone that bombed something was caught in Broward County, but I was like, why are they putting Broward County out on the airways all of a sudden?
Bro, it's like Georgia's a hot spot for their counties. Same with Arizona, bro. Maricopa. Like, it's it's specific spots where they do
Wisconsin is
flags and shootings and school shootings and crazy shit. Yeah. Sorry.
And California is their playground, bro. All of this is their playground. They own this.
It's straight headquartersville, bro.
Oh, hell yeah. Think
about
it, bro. Hollywood, the internet.
Dude, they're dystopian movies, dude. All the headquarters is always like San Francisco, like Boca Eli. You've got AI. Remember the old one with like Jude Law AI? Yeah.
iRobot was in San Francisco, bro.
iRobot, San
Yep.
Francisco. Yeah, like the headquarters of the robots from AI. That's that Spielberg fucking movie. That shit, they had to fly to like San Fran or something. It was nuts. And it's just,
You know, it's
Yeah,
funny
dude.
that you talk about this, bro. Is that if you really look, because like you can see who was part of their crew, right? For example, like Kevin Spacey, right? Kevin Spacey, any kind of movie that Kevin Spacey is in, you know, had some kind of dystopian to it. Morgan Freeman is another one. Morgan Freeman is another big player. Any kind of movie that motherfucker's in, look at what he's trying to preach, and we look at what he's trying to showcase. He's in a futuristic movie, in a dystopian movie, in a war movie, any kind of movie like that, he's in it, right? And who is the other person? Will Smith. Will Smith has been in every single dystopian movie you can think about. He's been in all of them, right? You had the one about the vaccines, right? Or the people turn into monsters, whatever.
that was a regurge. What was it again? I Am Legend.
I Am Legend,
Oh,
right?
I Am Legend.
Yeah.
The original one was Omega Man with Charleston Heston, who was a huge deep state player too. Charleston
There you
Heston he died. He was the head of the NRA. But it was one of those things where how do you control a fucking organization that they don't want? You rule the top. How was Charleston Heston one of the Omega Man, which was I Am Legend? That he was the Omega Man star, bro. He was a Hollywood star. Well, how is he the top of the NRA? How do you control that shit?
Bro,
That's how you do it.
Independence
Bro.
Day, I Am Legend, iRobot, Men in Black. Hello? Knock knock, anyone home?
Yeah. Lower level. What really going on is way fucking crazier than you think.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah,
And the
bro.
people can't even get their heads around like
Get their heads
Starbucks
around it.
being an evil goddess. Like, you know what I'm
Bro.
saying? Like this basic level red pill shit
I'm
is
trying
like
to show-
baffling sheep's minds.
And I think that
Basic level shit.
I
What?
think
I
we-
eat poison? What? All the
I
shelves in the grocery store are owned by Procter and Gamble and
Yeah.
BlackRock? Like,
Straight
and that's
up.
the reason why I vibe with the crew, because the Moon Crew has ascended beyond the red pill and has ascended to seeing the light beyond the light. We're outside looking in at this point. We're no longer inside looking out. We're outside looking in, trying to
Yeah.
tell you guys, hey, come on this side. Look, because like the stuff that we talk about and the way that we see it is way beyond how people are like, man, if people haven't paid attention, there's a whole plan of how they're going to implement robotics and how they're going to implement generative AI and how it's supposed to take over certain industries and how they're going to start with the education system. They'll start with teachers and move on forward from there to see how it goes. They're going to start with representatives, so like call centers and stuff. And it's already happening. You already have it with fast food places. San Francisco's San Francisco, you have Waymo. Waymo is driverless cars. San Francisco has literally, let me say, Ripple. So,
Ripple?
if you're not paying attention
Yeah.
of what's really happening here, I really advise you that you should, because if you look at all the CBDC pilots that are going on in conjunction with the Federal Reserve, in conjunction with China, in conjunction with a bunch of other banks, right? Like
Right.
Citibank and Wells Fargo and Bank of America, they're happening in UC San Diego. It's happening at UC Berkeley. It's happening in Stanford. It's happening
Those
in
are the
California.
petri dishes of all these fucked up commie ideas. Yeah.
All your gene therapy and all that stuff, all your whatever you want to, anything you want to think about or call about or even talk about,
Yeah.
it's happening in California for a reason.
I want to shout out Bagman. Thanks for having us on Extra Bullish Hour. This is coffee
yeah.
time, guys. It's
Yeah,
a live community chat. We do it every week. We do it twice a week. Sunday morning is coffee time, 11:11 PST AM. We also do XRP Boardroom every Tuesday at 6 p.m. or 5:55 p.m. Same channel, Uncle Buster. Holla at your boy. Hit subscribe. And also hit subscribe on Nerdy's channel. But I want to point on something. I want to shout out Love Live Heal. You're not ignored. Lady E, shout out. Go hit up Love Live Heal. Hit subscribe. But she says, be careful when you guys swallow that coffee. And what she means, and this is the thing, I'll shout her out, bro, because she knows, man. She eats healthy. They both do Bagman, Lady E, they're real conscious about stuff. Bagman's actually hot on this dope ass garden. He's doing his sick ass garden.
Yeah.
He's doing it proper
Right.
too.
Man, got a
But-
green thumb for sure.
I recognize that, Lady E, and I understand when you drink coffee, guys. Honestly, it destroys your gut microbiome. But I'm in the deep state fucking slave system, and I'm kind of at that point where I'm like, fuck, I don't care, bro. I'm so addicted to coffee.
We had fucking
I'll
White
drink-
Castle and a burger from a fucking gas station.
Let's
bro.
eat the churro, bro. Let's eat a churro, because fuck it, dude. We're already fucked. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, coffee does kill your gut biome. And I also vape too. So I got vices, man. I'm human. Like, it's
Everyone
okay.
does.
Everyone's got their
Everyone
shit.
does. We all got
But-
a
That's where
But she's right,
You know,
though. Like, watch
is
out.
right.
If you're really conscious, don't fuck with coffee. Don't fuck up your gut.
And it's okay to have-
Hold on, I'm losing it. Hold on, you guys are.
I drink beer,
No,
I drink
you
coffee,
don't. I've never seen you drink a beer.
but all the other stuff, I'm naturally. I tend to always do more of the low carb. Like I eat a lot of meat, you know.
Yep.
So everyone, but I'm not the dude that goes eat fast food every day. So everyone, you got to pick your vices. But I'm also not a projector. Like, you know, when we're talking about the consciousness game, like I've learned more outside of XRP. To me, that's way more important than XRP in itself. You know,
Oh yeah.
and
Hell yeah.
frequencies. You know, a lot of it is just broke mentality. These people's mind are so broke and lack, and they're in such need that they want free shit. Nobody wants to work for their shit. It's a whole system. It's not only the money system, it's just the mentality. So
Value system too.
it's the
Like,
what
A value, like what people value. Not
Yeah.
like a
people
cash
don't value
value.
shit, bro. They're like, you know, but a lot of it is families, like belief systems, like, and everyone has a belief system, but I don't even know if they realize what they truly believe in. And then
Exactly. Do they even believe in it?
they
Or
have their opinions, and bro, your opinion, you're all over the place, baby cakes. You're fucking over here with this person. You don't stand for shit. You're a
Write that
walking
down.
hypocrite.
For real,
Just shut
bro.
up, sit down and figure your own shit out. You know what I'm
For
saying?
real.
So
Sit the fuck down, baby cakes. Sit down, baby cakes.
Yeah, I gotta
shut
write
up,
it down. No, hold on.
look down, buy some more
Down,
zerps.
baby.
This show will go. We're gonna be live when it happens. You're either, I don't care if you get it or you do. So it's not financial advice. You can shove that up your ass. You're either gonna be part of the show
Oh, you're
live
not.
or you're gonna watch the show. I don't care what
Ooh,
you
that's
do.
cold, bro.
Because you're gonna be here.
Damn,
happy-
it was on
happy
fire
Dave.
today.
Happy Dave's quoting Keanu Reeves. Keanu Reeves quoted, he fucking said this. The Matrix wasn't a movie, it was a documentary.
Exactly.
Amen. Also,
What did he say? Either watch the movie or be part of the movie? What?
But
yeah,
even
bro. The chat, they're intelligent. Shout out to you guys. Chill for me.
hard.
Remember in Men in Black when they read the Inquirer? They read the National Enquirer to get the real news. And that's
Yep.
really what this shit is in real time. Bunch of
You know-
fucking
that is true.
mouthpieces
The
online.
Inquirer was
Yeah.
some real
Sorry.
shit, bro. Like
You know,
Who, what was that
it's-
other comment? Sorry, my bad.
No,
There
I
you
think
go.
that's right because if you
XRP
think
Bishop.
about it, it's like you watch the real news. There's nothing there. It's no content.
Nothing there.
It's opinion of crap, right?
Yeah.
And then like you
Yeah.
see the Inquirer, it's like, oh, that was real news. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
there was real people claiming the alien. You know,
But
sleeping
but
out,
even that
got
was
pregnant.
even like that was my ascension. Like I fucked with there was a time where I fucked with Fox News, bro. And then I was like,
Yeah.
I'd say 2019, 2020, I was like, fuck all news, man. Fuck TV. I don't even mess with the TV. You know? I've
So-
learned hella shit from YouTube, bro. And I watch all these people that literally, if let's say XRP goes to $10,000 and I could give anyone any advice, I would say change the content that you're listening to.
Ooh,
It wouldn't even be
Ooh.
nothing else. Just change the content you
there.
listen to.
It
There's
just-
so many unhealed people. They could heal themselves with YouTube.
Right there.
I was around people with fear of abandonment issues, bro. They all could heal themselves, but nobody even wants to open their eyes. You know, it's so much projection. Listen to fear of abandonment YouTubers. Go find a channel on fear of abandonment issues, and you would heal yourself. You know what I'm saying? I had to heal myself.
Buster's
Like-
on fire today.
Fire, bro. Straight fire.
Today.
Yeah.
God damn, you can't.
Bro, I want to shout out Chevy, bro. I just wanted to say you got one of the biggest hearts, bro. You're one of the dopest fucking patriots. You've
Fuck
always been
yeah.
on our show. Bullish
Fucking
as
love
fuck.
you,
And you haven't never give a fuck about what other motherfuckers say against it.
Hell
You're
yeah.
bullish, bro. And honestly,
you,
dude, I think shit's gonna hit the fan. With
And
like,
I agree with you, bro.
we're
Chevy, I
yeah,
agree
there's
with
no
you.
election year. Fuck
100%.
yeah. This shit, everything changes this
Yep.
year, bro. Because what the fuck just happened in the last 4 years?
I'll
So
speak
I-
on
Not
that.
to mention the years before that.
Yeah, I really don't like to talk about feelings because I think they're irrelevant. But like they're and you guys will rarely ever say I feel this way. You'll never hear me say it, but I'm gonna have to say it for now. The feeling is we're at a great nexus. In November is like where it kicks off, where it goes left or right. What is left or right, I don't know. But I feel like, and I hate using feelings because I know I believe in facts, but there's a great nexus that we're coming to. And I don't think it's necessarily even election related. It's just a changing of guards universally.
Yes, 100%. Well said.
Not necessarily to do with the
Well said.
election,
Well
but
said.
the changing of guards universally.
Well said. I'm actually gonna write that one down because that was beautiful.
Yeah, man.
You're just gonna do some work, Nerdy? Come on, bro. Let's go.
Nerdy, you didn't even hear me say this, but I was in a space. I was doing X Spaces a couple nights ago, right? I hadn't popped into one. There's a cool lady named Lady K, and it's usually a Dark Horse, but I think he was running another name. But we were in there, and the vibe was Gucci, man. The vibe was good. We were talking.
Yeah.
And then I was telling it, they were like, well, what coin should we get, Fuma? And I was like, anything ISO 222 related. And then there's always the hater, dude. Like this guy was like, there's no such thing as ISO 222.
What are you talking about?
It's not real. That's a farce, right? Nerdy, I knew I had changed. Usually I like to argue with people. I was like, all right, that's cool. I didn't even argue with the dude. He started getting mad. So I asked him if he had a copy of the rules for ISO 222 that he had bought. I didn't ask him if he bought them. I want to see if he really had read the laws or whatever. And he started getting nasty. Do you know what data is? Do you know what data objects are? And I was like, no, I'm a cybersecurity manager for L3 so I don't know what that is. And I just got quiet. Right? Because there's like certain people, there's discussion.
Yeah.
And then there's I'm better.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm like, dude, like
100%, bro. It's so hard to come across someone that actually want to have a decent debate or a conversation, right? Everybody wants to prove their point. My point is better than your point because I believe it. It's like, I'm going to talk to you about something.
Yeah, shut the fuck up.
Again, on what Chevy was talking about the election, bro, 100% agree, and I can tell you why. Hunter's case starts on June. You have the Hunter case starting in June, and then you have all the other stuff that's happening with Joe, right? We right now they're already exposed all the 2020 stuff, all the jabby jab stuff has all been exposed at this point. And now who are they going after? They're going after Fauci, right? Ron Paul is already advocating for Fauci's arrestment. So
didn't Musk tweet out like a few weeks ago?
Musk did too, right? And then you have Anna, the representative, the Anna lady. She's trying to get someone else removed because the DOJ didn't do their job. So that's another arrest that's going to be issued, and that's from the House. That's from the House of Representatives. That's going to be issued straight from the House of Representatives. So that's some serious stuff. So honestly, I don't believe none of this. I don't believe the election is going to happen for the being of what is going on right now. So what we're seeing right now is
let me ask you a question. What do you
go down the rabbit hole of a RICO case, because that's what's really happening is a RICO case, and everyone is being exposed and everyone's being connected to that RICO case. Same thing happening with Tether. So it's happening in the finance world and it's happening in the geopolitical world. Go ahead.
So I was going to ask you, what do you think is going to happen in November? Are we just going to call it a mulligan, and who's going to be president, or what? What are your thoughts?
I believe
real quick. We got to open the baby gates. We love you. We're 24 minutes in. Thanks for being patient, everyone. Also, RN said earlier, you motherfuckers are our advisors now. Nah, motherfucker. This is a community chat. Yep. We're all each other's advisors.
Yeah, for real.
How about that?
Nerdy, what do you think will happen in November? Let's say, what do you think?
I think honestly, bro, the financial landscape of the world today is such in horrible shape. I don't think any of that matters. I think the only thing that matters right now is the financial landscape is the collapses, the defaults, the everything that's going to happen is way more serious than any kind of any geopolitical anything, because money is what rules the world.
What happens though? Because most countries need a prime minister, and the reason why they need it because people need someone to look at and to point at, so they don't point at the senators and the House of Representatives and the Supreme Court justices.
That's the current system, though, Fuma. That's the current shit.
I believe over time. We are going to witness, and we are witnessing the collapse of a whole new world. And what I mean by collapse of a whole new world, I mean the collapse of the old banking system, the collapse of the old clearing system, the collapse of the Federal Reserve and the debt note system, all together, all in one system. But that is all going down due to the illicit activity.
So you're not going to give me an answer
by the Bidens.
You just blew that off. You're not giving me an answer. You didn't give me an answer.
I'm telling you that it's going to be a RICO case, and the RICO case and the financial collapse will lead for Trump to come back, for him to be, hey, I never conceded. Look what's happening with Joe. They stole the election. Orange Man comes back. Everything's going to collapse. We need a solution. CBR Plus comes in. We're in 2024, going into 2025. March 10th, Fred Wire goes live. So they have to bring an Orange Man in before then. I believe we're going to watch that. So I'm giving you a whole answer that's going to be a mixer pot of things, of geopolitical tension, financial tensions, and all this corruption all being dissolved and solved within one big basket, all together. And it's going to keep going on. I believe it'll keep going on into 2025.
I don't
around then.
For sure.
I think there's going to be an election. Who's going to get it? I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I do think we'll have another 4 years, but in the back end, they are going to start. The system will start changing. Yeah. It's already started changing. I think they're going to try to just. Well, I say the higher powers will try to stabilize each election as much as possible. Because let's just tell the truth. Let's say there's an election and Donald Trump wins. Okay, he wins. There's an election, and we got some more positive things going for us. And if he loses, it's Joe Biden again, and maybe he strokes out, and I don't know who would be the VP. But either way, the financial institutions have to change. Like, it's irrelevant now moving forward on who the president is. Like, you could have a president for you who's pro crypto, which would be good.
Yeah,
because that means they're ready to help adopt the new system. Or you can have a guy who's a paper bull like Joe, and the system's going to push its way through.
Well, Devin Steve said it. Shout out Devin Steve UK said it nearly 2 years ago. No election. They'll find some emergency to allow them to cancel it. Why do you think Biden is running? Sorry, walking around so cocksure.
Yep.
Yeah, I would honestly be.
They're trying to push.
I would be skeptical if they did have an election. I'd be more worried than if they just. I'd rather something happen to where there's no election, because to me, if they do have an election, like that could be civil war, like that could be a setup to like shit really going down. If they do, I'd rather just some black swan event happens before the election, cancel election, and then go through whatever we have to go through than them actually to be election. Because there is going to be some pissed off people on either side of an election.
Is there ever a case in American history, American history, that we haven't had an election?
I don't think so, but
hold on.
Let's look it up.
bring the sauce, nerdy.
Like, has there been one?
Well, that's the thing, though. That's the thing. Like, there's been a few hiccups here and there, but they've quickly band-aided it. Man, remember they shot Reagan? That was in the 80s, and then the fucking Johnson? Wasn't there a fuckery with Johnson? Something like that.
Well,
or
Reagan, they gave
Ford, Gerald Ford. He got shot too, or something like. Sorry, go ahead.
They gave Reagan a warning shot because they're like
22 in the gut, bro.
Yeah. Oh yes, there has.
Keep creating jobs.
Anytime.
Bro. We don't create jobs here.
We don't do that. And he's a Hollywood. He was a Hollywood actor.
That's
bro,
right.
Before he was fucking governor, president.
It says a co-pilot. I'm using co-pilot if you guys want to know. Co-pilot says certainly throughout American history there has been instances where presidential elections did not immediately produce a clear winner. And four notable occasions. It says 1800. 1800s, 1824, 1876, and 2000.
So there was an election. The just results took a little bit of time.
The result took a little bit of time.
Okay, that's fair. Well, but there was an election and there was an outcome. It's
There
not like
was.
what you guys are saying is.
Well, there wasn't. Yes. To answer your question, yes.
So there was an election and there was an outcome. It just took them time to gather the votes or to cook the votes, depending on what territory they got the votes from.
Bro, honestly, I've been seeing a lot of really crazy shit where people are like Civil War, almost like unspokenly implying that it's equal. It's not, bro. Like the people that are awake, even the basic level MAGA, are gonna smack the fucking taste out of any like asleep sheep's mouth.
Let me
So in
tell you
other
guys
words,
something.
and we don't want to kill our brethren either. We don't want
I'm
to.
gonna tell you why you don't want a civil war, man.
No, here, let me finish though.
Okay.
What I'm saying is, even if there was anything like a civil war, the momentum going so far, normal everyday folks, like it's a psyop on the American public, thinking that we're a small little group of like, red pill, awake, patriotic Americans. We're a way bigger group, bro. And the commie shit is not gonna last, bro. And so I don't even think there'll be a civil war, even if there is one. It won't be what we think it is. I think it'll be a sweep, bro. Sorry, go ahead.
I think I see states leaving the union. I see that happening, or the relationship a state has with the union. I think that'll be different. But as far as the Civil War, a lot of people don't realize, like during the actual American Civil War, a lot of people died of sepsis. They died of a lot of crazy stuff, right? And it wasn't like there was clean facilities for the surgeon to work on that bullet hole on you. Some of the things they did. I'll give you an example. I learned this while at Farmville, going to take you to Farmville, Virginia. Let's say you got shot in the leg. Let's say you got shot in the leg, right? They take your leg, they stick it in this hole, and you're sitting in it. You're sitting over it, and then they cut your leg off, and they take boiled pig's fat and they put it on the end to help cauterize it. So they cauterize it and they put the pig fat on it. Most of those people died. So no one wants a civil war, man. That looks ugly, but I do see the relationship with the union changing in the next probably 20 years.
Yeah, you don't want a civil war.
You don't want a civil war.
I'm just saying,
wasn't.
even if it does happen, I don't think it's going to be what we think it is.
No, because it's not 50%, because more people.
Yeah.
That's more proof that people are waking up, though.
Yeah.
Well, remember the psyop that we talked about this years ago. I remember like Crypto Night Live. I remember we used to talk about the fucking psyop of the Democrat Party. The Democrat Party, the old school Democrat Party, was actually the Republican Party. For some reason, somewhere around like after Kennedy, that shit got switched. No, I know it's not true. Yeah. What I'm saying is the public got psyoped into switching it. Old school Democrat. My fucking grandparents, dude. My grandparents that like one side of them were like old school Democrat, but they were like, "Get off my lawn, kid. You need to be self-sufficient. You need to work for it." It was all like conservative values, but they called themselves Democrat and they voted Democrat. The psyop was fucking thick then, dude. Sorry, my man. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Well, we got Happy Gilmore on. Shout out to the boys.
Happy
GDLT.
Gilmore.
Happy Gilmore.
You got Diamond Hands.
Diamond Hands.
GDLT.
Oh,
What's
shit.
up,
He's got the coffee time mug.
That is a cool ass
All right. So just so you know, guys, YouTube fuckery, all this shit's happening. We're down to our merch store, and we got a little XRP address there if you want to throw us a bone. Thank you, guys. So XRP address in the corner and a merch store. That's what we got. Fuck it. We're back to square one. Chalkboard. We're square one, dude. Chalkboard. Fuck all this other dumb shit. Fuck monetization. Let's talk about Red Pill. Let's wake some motherfuckers up. Thanks for shouting out the QR code, Nerdy. Sorry it's taking up half your space, but we'll swap some motherfuckers around. We'll throw GDLT in the corner. There you go.
Pull me back.
No, you're here, bro. You're right there.
No, how dare you? I'm the QR man.
My bad. There you go.
Yeah. Take that, guys.
Happy. Thanks for buying a mug, bro. Appreciate that. That helps us out. And man, keep it flowing. I'm gonna send the link again. Join in here, guys. 10 can be on stage. Right now we got 7. Let's run it.
I believe the cataclysm event will be a cyber attack. I'm just saying.
It's got to be, dude. It's got to be.
Because G told me about it.
There's
G
my
knows.
little G. There's my GDLT. How are you?
What up, y'all? Much love to y'all.
Let's run it, bro.
Baby
Well,
Jeter
let's
on
ask this question: what type of cyber attack do you think it will be?
banking, because the banks have to become data centers. That's the
Why
whole
would-
point. That's the whole
Why
point.
why would the bank become a data center? Those are two separate things.
No.
Whoa,
yeah,
whoa, whoa,
okay.
whoa,
they
whoa.
are.
I
Yes, they
think
are.
it's
Yeah, you-
important. I think,
Puma.
Nerdy, I think it's important to explain the
Puma,
beginning
Puma.
of the cyber attack. Like, what does it look like exactly?
Yeah, what is
It's
what-
banks
what is
turning off, people not being able to get their money, loans
Yeah.
defaulting, shit
It's
like
all
that.
It goes crashy, right?
Crashy,
so
crashy
everything
smooth.
goes down, and then like we move it to a digital landscape, and so your data becomes your most prized possession. So your banky that
And
used to hold all your money now holds your data.
yeah, and there's going to be like a digital equivalent of the vaccine that'll be implemented for people to like play ball. So it'll be like
Digital
a digital
wallet.
vaccine.
You better get your
that you
digital
take.
wallet to get your UBI.
Yep. And the
Yeah,
operation
Project Warp Speed for digital wallets.
in
When they
the
crash it, the people will champion the bank UBI. I sound like I switched over from Patriot Light to Sith Lord, but what I'm saying is I've since seen some crazy shit, bro. Based on a
You're
lot of
not
knowledge.
underestimating the Karens, Berserker. You're not underestimating the
No,
Karens.
not at all. Not at all. But what
They're
I'm
letting the Karens wake
the Karens don't give a fuck if it's a cryptocurrency digital wallet, and especially if there's free money coming in after they're not able to pull their fucking, 20,000 out of their savings account at Wells Fargo because it crashy and crashy pooed. When it crashy poos, people will download that digital wallet, and that's what you're talking about, right? That what do you call it? The shot,
Cyber attack
the cyber
vaccine.
shot. Yeah. The
I mean,
digital
it's gonna
monetary
reflect.
shot. Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to reflect like what happened in 2020, but like in a cyber world type of way. By that time, too, like Amazon and big tech will become banks, too, because supposedly the cyber attack's happening 2027.
And let me
So-
explain myself. The reason why I've gone
gotcha.
the reason why I've gone Sith Lord with this is because as of the last 4 years, the Amazons haven't been demolished and disassembled, or where they crush them down. The Amazons, the Walmarts, all the fuckery is continued, and we're looking at a clown show debate where everybody in the current administration should have been shackled already. Does that make sense? So
I'm laughing about the
that's the
debates.
reason why
Nobody
I go
can be
that
there.
route.
How do we even know the debates are going to be real when no one could be in the audience?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
The
I was
psyop
like,
continues.
what kind of crazy
PSYOP
is this?
continues, bro. The psyop continues, and then and Orange Man continues to talk about how it's a normal thing. He'll joke about it. Oh, he's on drugs. We need a drug test. We know. Oh, yeah, it's gonna be fun. Well, we got to make sure we call for this and that. No, we shouldn't be calling for shit. Motherfucking shit should have been cleaned up 4 motherfucking years ago. What the fuck are we doing here? Clowny.
What are we
Here's
doing?
a fucking nose for anybody who's playing along with this. It's
Unleash the Karens.
It's
Welcome to
nuts,
Clown
bro.
World.
And so that's what I'm saying. So let's say some heinous shit happens with banks coming up. We get bank runs, we get scary, then everything gets swept under the rug and everybody's crying for UBI. So that's why I see the Sith Lord, narrative coming up. It's
Share my
it's
screen,
fucking-
sir.
it's
Share my
fucking
screen.
scary, but it's not going to be scary to the sheep that aren't awake because they're just going to get free UBI money and shit'll be reset and fixed again.
Exactly.
They're just going to be.
Jasara could and will happen, but that Nasara Jasara is a nice, pretty wrapping to
Yep.
the fucking digital tyranny that's coming
Yeah.
up.
Exactly.
They're just going to do what they're told to do, just like in the pandemic in 2020, when we don't have the ability to see each other, when we're prevented to see each other. In this cyber attack, we're going to be prevented from accessing our money. So
Right.
what did we do? What was the thing that was the solution from being prevented from seeing each other? Zoom calls, right? Everybody downloaded Zoom, video conferencing. Right, to make it happen. So that's going to be the thing when you can't access your bank account. Oh, look, you can access this digital wallet that allows you to do payments
Right.
with it and
So
stuff
here-
like that.
But here's the thing: you're like with you like to like push on and touch on the whole like metaverse. Like everybody's gonna be stuck in their shitty cockroach
Yeah,
apartments.
cashless society. You got to be plugged in all the
With your
time.
Oculus is on, yeah. And then you go way deep, G. And shout out, I understand you do a ton of research, G. I love it. But what I'm saying is, is I hope it's not that dystopian because,
I can
and also a lot of people
G's
talk
theories.
about what's that?
I can support G's theories.
Right,
Literally.
What I'm saying is, I don't think it's going to be that dystopian because there's been a psychological psyop on the public from, I don't know what side it is, good or bad, whatever, but they've been allowed and been forced to stay asleep to retain the Amazons and the Black Rocks and we've retained all that, and we're still asleep in mass to the point where people aren't awake to the commercialism and all the fucking fuckery. So it's like, so people talk about like dropping bombs or them being some cataclysmic event. I don't think they can afford that, because why would they keep everybody asleep and spend the fucking billions of dollars and trillions of dollars on this psyop? Why have they done that up until this point just to fucking kill us all with a bomb? It would have been a lot cheaper just to fucking nuke a city 4 years ago. Like, what the fuck? Like, so at the end of the day, I don't see us in massive, major danger. The major danger is what's going to fucking happen with this digital shot that they're talking about coming
Exactly.
up. Masked in a lipstick pig, paint the roses red, Nasara Jasara. We're going to have some great years coming up, boys. We're going to be rich as fuck, and we're also going to have...
I think we're going to the fourth dimension, man, and I think it's going to be for the good. But we're so programmed that where we think that we have to stay on the greed-based system. Like, for us to elevate as a consciousness and all of us together, the money system has to go on a different realm. It can't be the way money's driven today, because everything's money-driven, debt-driven. So if we stay on that, nothing's going to change. We're going to stay in the slave system. But I truly believe that just the way people are waking up, that it's for a bigger purpose, and I don't see us being on the same system we've known our whole thing, you know. And then, you know, even like the books, they all have us scared of the digital. They all have you scared of digital. We're scared of dying, you know. And I think
so you think this is on purpose? Maybe I'm fucking eating the Kool-Aid cake, lock, stock, and barrel. I'm fucking eating the blood pill cake.
Like what the way I'm seeing it is like we're waking up to a different dream. You know, it's like it's a different level of sleep that we're
nightmare.
Yeah, it's a different nightmare. So like we're gonna wake up from this previous one and see all the fucking terrible shit that was with it, but in comes a new set of dreams and nightmares that we're going to be sleeping through, or, you know, that some people are going to be sleeping through, but they're going to be thinking they're awake. Like, this is how crazy and how like deep, you know, mental manipulation kind of goes. Is like, we think we're progressing, but we're still stuck in the same place. And I mean, you guys know, I think the future is bright. I think ultimately the light wins and the dark takes itself out. So, you know, it's mostly just seeing how right now the dark is doing whatever they want, but they're going to fuck themselves up in the future, you know, regardless. Like,
I've talked with Nerdy privately. I've also talked with Buster privately, and there's certain inalienable things, certain things that have to happen to switch us to pure red pill hopium.
Right.
At the end of the day.
What they are.
Well, hear me out. I'm going to blast what they've talked about a little bit, but not blast like everything.
How dare you?
But like, I know, right? But Nerdy's talked about how where we can take silver and gold, God's money, and we could use that on a daily basis in all institutions. That works synonymously with digital, but we also are able to use gold, silver. That gives us the sovereignty with money. Buster talks about maybe massive arrests, but it has to be the right arrests. It has to be the families. It has to be some deep shit, deep justice. Deep justice.
You got to cut the roots.
What fucks me up, though, is the roots are still in the grocery stores, the Black Rocks, the Vanguards, the Amazon. Fuck, man, that has killed small mom and pop shops from the gate, bro. Amazon wasn't a fucking natural thing. Neither was Facebook. Neither was any of this shit. Why are we fucking eating out of the fucking slop trough?
Right?
Like, with no recourse. Like, we're just Amazon. I can order it on Amazon. I'm guilty of that shit, too. That has killed all small business, bro. All of it, dude.
Can even
order groceries on Amazon. It's fucking stupid.
Zerk,
Sorry,
can you do me
go
a
ahead.
favor? Can you share my
Do it.
screen real quick?
Do
before
it.
we run out of time?
Do it, bro.
I just want to share this. Real quick.
You want
I
me to do it? You
Yeah,
got
just
it?
share it
Share
quick.
screen?
Okay.
Roger. Boom. Share screen. What do we got?
So right here it says 2030 personal data bank. It says consumers are becoming far more aware of the value of their personal data and importance of keeping it safe and secure. Just as banks have long been the safest place to keep your money for hundreds of years, they will continue. They could become the safest place for your data, and goes on about how they will keep your data. This is another one. By 2030, data will fundamentally transform the nature of the financial services in the most sectors of Australian economies, such as it will be the heart of how we deliver value to customers, and this is right here. Services and consumers, such as consent as management as a service, a whole management industry as a service. Okay, their main concern is winning the trust of consumers will be crucial, and then goes into this one. The impact of technology in 2030 says the number of emerging technologies will combine and redefine the bank customer relationship forever. By 2030, technology will have advanced again as we reshape of how we live and communicate. Everything and everyone will be connected. Digital currencies will go from emerging markets to mainstream.
See, that's some dystopian fucking black pill shit right there, because they're saying you will be safe. Just like, the banks have been the safest place to keep your money. It's going to be the safest place even though we got breaches and fucking crashes and shit all the time with random banks. Yeah. Australia's fucking deep state as fuck, bro. Like that place is like. Well,
this is something that Deloitte talks about, and what Entity Data what G showed me, and also Accenture and Temenos. So what they talk about is, and in order for banks to stay relevant, that's what they introduced, the concept of open banking, where banks and small developers and other private businesses work together to make banking apps. But the banks themselves become an API. They become the service of where you're using their service, right? So that's open banking.
So let's go back to Bishop real quick.
Until they repeal GPDR and a lot of the EU, you're going to see a lot of banks not even mess with Europeans.
Yeah.
You look at GDPR, it's a nasty monster. Hold on, how did the English say it? It's a bugger.
It's a bloody bugger. Bishop, shout out, bro. We are moving towards fourth density, like Buster's talking about. And I hope to God you guys are right, bro. Like my heart is it fucking is crying, bro. My
future
heart
is bright.
Yeah. We are moving towards fourth density. The fear comes from the masses feeling the change without understanding what it is or what's happening. And that's probably Berserker. Berserker doesn't understand quite what's going on, so I'm scared. And I'm trying to act all big, tough,
No,
and
you do.
gnarly.
You understand. It's just
But I'm scared, bro. I'm fucking scared, dude.
What are you
I'm gonna
scared
admit
of?
that I'm scared, bro.
You know how sheep stay in the herd? Through fear. And that's what happens, man. It's like they're trying to get all these scare tactics of a threat of a bomb, a threat of a civil war. Those are all just to keep you in the herd, to keep you with the other sheep, to keep you scared. Because if I don't stay with the herd, maybe these are the consequences that might happen, right?
Yeah,
so
it pushes.
I will.
It literally pushes the herd the direction they want you to go.
Exactly.
Like, if fears to the right, they know 95% of you are moving to the left. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
That's how they control you. Like,
yeah,
every which way. But
they're masters in psychology, bro.
But at the same time,
they know what the fuck.
Brilliant.
I will second with Zerker on that, because the main reason why I do the research that I do and why I go into depth that I do because I want to know what the hell is going on. It's because of fear. It's because I don't know what the hell is going on, right?
Shout out to you, nerdy.
So this is why I go in. This is why I go in so deep. And because I understand what's going on, I'm making the right investments, so I don't have to be scared. That's the reason why I hold my ZERBs. That's the reason why I have a bag full of silver on my desk right here. This is the reason why I do what I do, and I try to inform people, because at the end of the day, kind of like what Mel was saying, I would agree with him on that part, is like, it's a community effort. If we don't inform,
it's got to be together.
If we don't inform other people of what is actually happening, then of course we're going to be scared, right? But the more information that we provide to people and inform people, like, look, guys, this is what's really happening. Yes, you may believe some conspiracy theory or some miraculous comic book scenario is going to happen. Cool, you can believe in that all you want, but that is not happening. What is happening is this, and I'm trying to show you what exactly this is. Right, like, we will be connected, bankings will become data centers, and these are the things that will be implemented. But if we have more people paying attention, talking about it, spreading the message, we can make change to monetary policy. We can make change to as rules go on. We can vote, and we have a voice, and we can make changes. But it starts with information. If you don't have the information, you're not aware, and you don't have the knowledge, and you're not paying attention, nothing's gonna fucking change, right? That's just the plain Jane simple fact about the situation here. So yes, I agree with you. I am scared. Yes, I'm also trying to do something about it by informing people. Do I think I'm making a difference? I don't know, but I do have hope that at the end of the day, whatever choices that I make personally, I myself personally will be fine. Can I say that about everyone else? No, but I can't worry about. But I can't take over my own butt. So for you not to be scared, I suggest you worry about your own butt and make sure your own ass is safe, so you yourself don't have to be scared. Whatever happens is gonna happen regardless. But at the end of the day, you can only save yourself.
Dude, and if you're putting in the effort on yourself, nerdy, that means like maybe thousands of other people who are kind of like you are doing the same, right? Like it's just like a
nerdy.
Yep.
Yeah. So oh, sorry. What was that, Mel?
There's no one like nerdy.
There's no one like nerdy.
No, not nerdy.
There's no one like you, Mel.
Bro, I appreciate it. I appreciate the love. Yeah, I'll admit I'm a scaredy fucking cat, bro. It's because I get so ham on these topics because, you wake up and then you're like, oh shit, it's fucking Patriot. It's going down. Let's go. And then it turns into fuck. 4.5 years later, you're like, fuck.
But even like dystopia, I mean, a total dystopia.
We're so lucky, you guys.
And the Nasara Jasara, they're so close.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so I think this shit has been already battled out thousands of years ago, bro. And we're just witnessing it.
Well, I used to say, why the fuck are we still alive? Be like, why are we still alive? We were meant to have this.
I mean, 10 years.
Yeah.
If you go back 10 years ago and something happened, you could be working and be like, hey man, you see that thing on TV? Most people are gonna know what you're talking about. Now the TV has lost its control over people. So why is all this happening like right at this moment? If it's all for the bad, why is the control at the least that it's been? You know what I'm saying? That's the stuff I look at. Like, so there's two sides to the coin, bro. The devil runs with the money, but that doesn't mean people aren't battling them.
I agree.
So why is at the right time when they want to move us to digital, why is all the control being lost?
Well, because I mean, digital is interesting though, right? Because like it's a way for them, like you're always online, right? You're just always in their realm. So like maybe something about their control has like evolved or changed like once it becomes all digital. You know what I'm like, because we keep saying the downside of a cashless society is that you have to be plugged in all the time. So it's like they have to know like, oh, this is where all their payments are going. They're going to keep saying it's to protect people, it's to avoid fraud, all this type of stuff. I mean, there's ways to push it, but I get what you're saying though. It's like I think we're going into a future where we're going to have everybody obsessed with tech in the metaverse, just always about the shiny new toy. And then you're going to have other people on the other side. And I'm not trying to make it like a dualistic thing. There's obviously going to be shades to it and whatever, but you're going to have the people who want to be unplugged completely. They're going to be all about the earth and like supernatural and everything like that, because they're going to see what the consequences of being super plugged in are on the body. And
I
stuff
wonder,
like that.
in that reality, I wonder what flavors. In that reality, I wonder what flavors the Soylent Green bug smoothies are going to be. I hope one of them's at least palatable.
But if you look like, I agree with you guys both, 100%, because the reason why I say what I say and the perspective that I come from is because of things that I have seen and that I have read. And the things that I have seen and that I have read says that, mobility as a service, meaning cars as a service, meaning that your insurance company, your insurance provider, you talk to them and they'll give you a car per provided of what activity you're trying to use it for, right? Like if you want to rent a little car for work, it's green energy. They'll give you a car. You want a van for the weekend for your family, they'll give you a van, blah, 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 right? That's my understanding because that's what I've read and that's what I understand, right? The other thing I understand and read is that everyone will be plugged in, and your bank and your financial services, the financial industry and the network data industry and your medical industry are all combining into one industry, right? I also understand that part where you'll have a personal AI assistant given to you by a bank, and this assistant will tell you, hey, you're going in budget, you're going out of budget, help you basically be a financial advisor because there's so many financial illiterate people that are on the world, right? I also understand on a good point inside that the new system or the new money that's going to come in is most likely probably going to be an SDR, probably going to be backed by commodity purchases, which also means there's going to be a limited supply of currency, which means that's going to be deflationary. It means over time we're going to have more buying power, meaning that we could see a 30 cents bread, 18 cents bread, 5 cents bread. We can see that happening, right, in that system like that. But I also understand, right, that they want to turn people, they want to become gods, and they want to help certain people get locked into a metaverse because Windows is working on it, Elon is working on it, all these other companies are working on it, where they want to tie you into a blockchain. I mean, not into a blockchain, but to a metaverse where you can go and visit your loved one. So you'll have a choice whether you want your loved one to pass away and actually pass away, or upload them into a metaverse where you can go visit them on your goggles, or they can walk around with you while you wear your virtual headsets, and they'll always be with you, right? And they'll be like your gigapet, and you can give them upgrades and give them food and do all this other stuff, right? So I understand that they're going to have a really beautiful world where technology works for us, but I also understand that we're going to have a slightly dystopian world where we don't have any more privacy. That's all I'm saying.
Dude, and you were bringing up the gigapet thing. I mean, the movie The Creator, people get to a point where they have so much data on social media of themselves that you can eventually, like how you keep a photo of a loved one around, right? Mm-hmm. Eventually, you'll be able to download whatever likeness that they had from all their data and put it into a robot that looks like them. So now you have them back around again, acting like it's them. So they live forever in a way, but you know for sure that that's not the human original person. But hey, it's like keeping a photo around, and it's going to be normalized like that, where you're just like, yeah, of course I'd rather have a version of my loved one that I love being around versus not. You know what I'm saying?
And what did you describe right now? You literally described Star Wars. That's exactly what Star Wars was about. The Clone Wars versus people who felt the Force. But the reason why they felt the Force, which is, really in God, was because they were still a human, and they're still connected with the divine, right? That's what the Force was, right? So so everything that's happening, we've already been preconditioned because we already seen this as a child, and it's happening right in front of our face, and we're just like, all right, cool, let it happen. It's right. We go to Vegas, bro. There's QR codes everywhere. It's already happening. Nothing can stop this.
So if people are going to have their likeness on machines, then that means there's going to be machines that are part of the economy and working as well. And they're going to be earning digital assets.
Yes.
And they're going to be spending digital assets.
Yes. And this is why
you're going to have transhumanized people.
Exactly. And this is why the banks say that in the future, most payments will be 50% of payments will be between machine and machine. This is why they say those things. So in order to get to that point, you need to have a freaking massive financial collapse. Right? You need to
need a catalyst for sure. We need a fucking straw.
Where, when they say,
all the industries have to change. All the industries are getting disrupted.
And when they say that 80% of car ownership and home ownership are going to go down the drain, what does that tell you? That means everyone's going to be renting for the rest of their life. Well, how do you get to that point? Well, when the banks collateralize their loans, and when you go through a clearing collapse, and people and banks need to save themselves, that's how you get to that point.
Well, bro, like Land Surveyor Matt, he goes, after everything moons, probably like my big first buy is probably when I buy all your moms. Yeah, Matt, let's go, bro. You can't buy my mom. You can't buy my mom, bro. You ain't got my mom. Fuck you, Matt.
That's fighting words right there, my friend.
Let's go, bro.
But yeah, bro, like
Yeah. The catalyst, dude, it has to happen. It's like, it's already, like you were saying, it's already happening. It's already QR codes everywhere. But you can't slow slip. You can't slow slip that bitch in without a big boom.
Right.
There's got to be a big fucking boom.
And
Because the Karens got to know, they got to go from 0 to 60. The big boom,
we are already KYCing for apps to use our digital assets. We're already doing KYC.
Yeah, but there's some fucking dude. There's some sheep that are sheepy sleeping.
Look at
there's sleepy sheepers that literally think fucking crypto and CBDCs are Doge, and it's just a meme. Fuck, like, bro.
But, like my main point of this conversation is not to scare anybody. The main point of this conversation is to wake people up and make them more informed of what is actually happening. And for the time you are in today, right now, this moment in time that you're in right now is your only moment in time right now to make the best decisions. If you don't make the best decisions, you're on your own, Jack. You're on your freaking own, Jack.
Yeah.
You'll get your UBI and stuff, and then what? And then what? That's what I'm saying.
You put your Oculus
your
on.
Digital assets, y'all.
You'll put your Oculus on. You'll turn your lights off in your shitty cockroach apartment. You'll put your Oculus on. You'll drink a bug smoothie that's hopefully flavorful, and you'll go to sleep again.
You'll just eat a pill. It'll have everything you need. It'll. What's the point of flavor anymore, right? Because you can just experience everything in the metaverse. So you'll just have pills that fulfill all your protein and nutrients and vitamins and stuff, and then you can just stay plugged in. In a coffin-sized room. You'll just be plugged in.
The cream of wheat matrix fucking goop. Yeah.
When the cyber attack happens, know that that's the point where there's no return. Just understand that. Just understand that and know it. I'm telling you right now. This is my warning to you. When the cyber attack happens, know at that moment in time, it is over.
Yeah.
Whether you made the right decisions or you didn't, that's it. I'll say exactly what Buster said earlier. Sit the fuck down, baby cakes. It's either you're watching the movie or you're gonna be part of the movie. You pick one. Literally pick one.
Bro.
We're at the top of the hour, man.
We're 2 minutes overtime. We're hot as fuck right now.
All right, we gotta go,
bro.
We gotta go. It's too hot.
What are we doing? We got shit to do or what?
Let's go.
I mean,
XRP Bishop says, before the internet, people believed and trusted the government. After the internet, people began to question everything and learn to think for themselves. We are now the example.
Yeah.
That's what I say, man. I mean,
it's literally us versus the machines, y'all. This is a new era. Machines are evolving, and blockchain coincidentally is evolving with it. They're going to be married together, man. I mean, seriously, these digital assets have such great utility to these things. Not necessarily to us. Sure, it allows us to send money to a loved one, like very far away instantly if that need be. But for machines, this is going to be their tool for everything, for data, for value, for records, everything like that. It's going to be absurd. And how fast they'll be transacting it. It's faster than us just going, here, let me give you this. Here, let me press the button. No, they're like speed of light of microtransactions that are going to be processing between these machines. It's going to be ridiculous, and they need digital assets to do it.
Yeah.
They need digital assets to do it. They need blockchain, distributed ledger technology, 100%. Permissionless.
They're not going to tell you that, hey, we messed up and we can't save nobody. They're not going to tell you. The FDIC is not going to come out and say, hey, guys, I can only save this small percentage of the economy because they're big players. But hey, all you other little small players, I can't save you. Sorry, my bad. They're not going to come and say that. What they are going to say is, hey, we've been hit by a cyber attack and we need to fix everything.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Is that it's simultaneous. It's just like they took a common cold and made a whole thing out of it. Something that we're totally fine with. I went to school with being sick all the time, right? It was nothing like that. I was never in a plastic box. But look what they did. And it's the same thing. It's bait and switch. They'll take one thing. They'll never admit that they were wrong. They'll never admit that it was their fault. They'll never admit that we messed up. But they will say and blame something else. Just like every narcissist does. Because that's the people that are running the world are freaking power hungry, little Napoleon midgets that are just have this narcissistic behavior, right? That's all they are. They're little, just angry little people, right?
Right.
No.
But this is
Word.
I don't know. This time, the narcs better tighten up the flying monkey leashes, bro, because it's about to get rocky coming up, man.
Let's go.
I think it's all
We can't
spiritual
let
and,
Skynet happen.
Bro,
yeah. Nerdy, you got some minutes?
I do
Let's
got
run
some
it, bro. Let's get on with our Sunday. We love you guys. Thanks. This is
Love
Coffee
y'all.
Time, live community chat every
Alex.
Sunday morning, every
See you
Tuesday
Tuesday.
night. Nerdy, you want to bust it out, bro? Let's
For
run it.
people, okay, guys, the Iranian person was going after a satanic cult, and now he's gone. To blame a specific region of people is not the case. To blame the obvious, pay attention. Stop saying it's a certain group of people when it's not. It's actually a group of people. Sit down and shut the fuck up, baby cakes. Either you watch the movie or be part of the movie. Change the content you consume. The changing of the guard universally. Later, glitches.
Love you, Nerdy. Love you, Diamond Hands. GDLT, always a pleasure. Happy Gilmore, thanks for being in here, pimp. Love the hat, love the bag, love the cup. Buster, thanks for running a beautiful show again.
Thank you, Buster.
I hope
Thank
you guys have a good Sunday. And we got like T-5 months before shit hits the fucking literal fan. We haven't ran this one in a while, but we'll run it. We love you. We'll see you on the flip side.
Coffee time with Berserker and Uncle Buster. Doors open. Good to see you. You know where the coffee pot is.
This is Berserker.
Yo, this is Uncle Buster. Get a cup. Let's talk crypto.
Yeah, dude. This coffee's bomb.
Nothing comes between me and my XRP. All in.